your leaders are midwits. You know, I've been thinking a lot about this, right? About how these conspiracy theories they want to make everything bigger than it is. You know, they think it's some satanic underground, and maybe there is, maybe there is, you know, but the majority of it's just these people there that are in power. You know, they're just average people. They're the most nitwits of them all. They're the most average. That's why they are so popular. Because they're average people that have like a bit of charisma, a bit, you know. And you know they maybe have lower inhibition than the others. They certainly are better than the people at the bottom. You know. If you take the president of America, right? The fucking he is old man, dementia, right? If you look at the leaders of the world right now, they're all sickly looking, you know, dysgenic looking, you know, garbage genetics, you know. And you know it's a shame. It really is. You know, but that's democracy for you. You know, democracy, it elevates the most popular person, not the one with the most merit, not the most cunning, not the most smartest, but the most average person, right? The most popular. And it has to do with, uh, you know, it has to do with ever increasing thoughts, right? Ever increasingly extreme thoughts. It's like, you know, take superhero movies for example, right? Take the old Superman movies, flying around with a green screen, you know, doing stuff, you know. But but take it superhero movies now. There, so much special effects, you know, so much makeup, character design. You know, there's a lore, but it's still the same idea, right? The good guy beats the bad guy. Uh, but the thing is it has to increasingly be more captivating, right? There need to be better special effects, you know. It needs to be a bigger crossover, right? It needs to be more exciting. It needs to be better, be, you know, grander. But then when you get so grand that you can't progress anymore, what do you do then? You know, do you like give up? Do you stay the same? Do you regress? No, you try to force it to be. You try to forcefully make it go further, right? But it's same with human height, right? I mean, yeah, like I am not the tallest person in the world. You know, I'm not even the average height in my country, which it's a very tall height. But if you look at people, right, compare me to, you know, the average person, it's not much of a difference. Compare me to an NBA player, it might be a very big difference. Compare me to the tallest man in history, and then you think, wow, this is something else, you know. He's But eventually, the tallest man ever, he had to walk around with a cane. He could. It's not like you think that it was so much better. You know, it's in fact it was worse. So it's kind of like that. Or wait, no, I have a better example, right? If you've ever played Resident Evil 2, right? There's this character called Dr. Birkin. Now, it was a scientist who created a virus that induces human evolution, right? Well, at first his arm got bigger, right? He got more powerful. Then then the more damage he got, right? The more he got challenged, the more he evolved further, the less humanoid he started looking. Eventually, he became just a blob of random mutation and teeth, right? Teeth. So that's basically what's happening right now with the midwits, with the people who make continuously more extreme thoughts. You know, the problem with that is it's the same with the Dr. Burke. The more these thoughts get challenged, the more they evolve, the more they and progress into something that it doesn't even it's not even recognizable as the original, right? That's basically how politics is now. It's so far gone that it's not just about it used to be, well, should gay people be allowed to marry, yes or no? It's not about that anymore. It's about should kids be are kids born with certain things. It has degenerated in a way, you know and that's basically the problem with democracy and the midwits. They progressed so far that it's not even recognizable as politics. It's just hive minds, tribalism. It's you know tri- calling it tribalism would be something good. At least it's manageable tribalism. But this is sort of it the way the way life and humanity is right now. The state of humanity now is can only exist for multiple in very specific conditions that have been met, right? It is communism, right? But it's not isn't about money. It's about power. We have a communism with power. That's called democracy. Instead of saying, yeah, everyone can get everyone gets the same amount of money, it's everyone gets the same amount of power. Everyone can vote, right? And that is the problem with. I'm sorry, there was a car beeping. I had to pause. Yeah, so that is the problem with humanity right now. It's a communism of power, and in this, the most it's called democracy. Everyone can vote. Or everyone just has one vote, right? So they're gonna do it with somebody who is the most similar. They're gonna vote to someone who's the same, most similar to them because they want power, right? Well, the that has progressed into more extreme thoughts. The more extreme. It's not even recognizable as politics anymore. that has evolved into something else. And you know, who can really predict what's going to happen? I mean, I certainly can't. I try to. I might give some predictions in my next video about the future of the world, but I can't be for sure. You know, so that's so. So to give a summary of everything I've said, you know, democracy is just a popularity contest, right? Why? Because people, and what makes people popular in a democracy? It's being similar, you know. So it's a sort of evolved tribalism, right? Called a hive mind. Mm. This hive mind has uh, basically turned into, you know, the hive mind has basically taken control of society, right? The people aren't people anymore; they're automatons. You know, they don't have their own thoughts. They don't think for themselves. They don't act for themselves. They purely think about society, right? This is on a subconscious level, by the way. So, eh, so now that leaves us, you know, the free people, the smart people, the autists, the retards. You know, we're left out. You know, for us, there is only exile or prison or death. Those are the only options. So I would rather choose exile than imprisonment or death. Uh, it's kind of impossible for most of us, so we're stuck. We're imprisoned, right? So or you could rope, which is right, death, or you could, you know, go ER. And that will also result in imprisonment or death. And eventually, everything culminates to a big clusterfuck of, you know, we call the state of humanity right now. So that was it for this video.